Welcome viewers. In this video we are going to do modeling of transmission line tower. This is stage 2 of 3. In this we are going to do bracing members creation for our 400 kV single circuit horizontal configuration tower for the modeling of body, cage, boom and peak. You can see our previous video which is stage 1 of 3. Also the design philosophy for the transmission line tower also we had created a separate video. You can watch these two videos before looking into this stage 2. Both the videos link are given in the description. Let's go to the modeling of bracing members. So now you can see in the right hand side there are two pictures. One is a transverse elevation, another one is a longitudinal elevation. So we are going to prepare this cross bracing using this sketch. Also in the window you can see the model, the transmission line tower model, which is having a main leg of body, cage, boom and peak. So this is a model which we had developed in stage 1. In this we are going to add the bracings and other tie members which is required for complete modeling of this transmission line tower. So before going to make this main leg to be split to make a segment for bracing member, we need to check the end and starting point of these members. So for that press shift E. Here you can see there are two colors which is mentioned in this each members. So one is blue which is a end point, green is a start point. So we need to make this as sure that all the members, all these four members should be having a same start point, same, either it should be start from the base or from the top. So let we consider this all the members, all these four members should start from the base. So for that we need to change this to the member which is start from 2 and 4. So to view the member number we need to press shift B in keyboard so that the member 2 and 4 to be changed for its starting point and end point. So for that what we can do is for our visual purpose we can delete these pictures. Go to utility, click command file. So in this command file we need to change the start and end point of the member 2 and 4. So you can see here member 2, the 7 should be node number 2 and 2 should be 7. So likewise we need to do reverse for same in member number 4 and close this command file, save yes. So now you can see all the four members of body is in having a same kind of starting point, that is in base, from the base, and at the top it is a end point which are denoting in green and blue color respectively. So now this four members to be segment based upon our picture. So here you can see in the right hand side picture there are some segments are made, whereas from the base it is 3 meter, next one is 2.5 meter, another one is also 2.5 meter, remaining 6 segments are in 2 meter. So similar like we need to do it. So for creating the nodes we need to select all the four members and click right click and click this insert node. Alternatively we can also do it in geometry in the menu bar and click here this insert node icon. Now you can see here in this we need to enter the distance from the base, as the starting point of all the four members are in base. So we can type 3 meter here. So now you can see in the window it is splitted. Again for this member we need to do same geometry insert node for 2.5 meter. Again select this 4 member. Click this node. Distance is 2.5 meter. Now again select this 4 member. So remaining is 2 meter at each distance. So what we can do is the last option, add n points. So there are 6 segments you can see in the right hand side picture. So we are going to create the nodes in between these 6 segments. So already there are 2 nodes, start and end point. So end point is already we can consider as 0. So already one node in the top. So only one node we need to deduct from this total segment which we are having. So 6 minus 1 is 5. So we need to enter here n equal to 5. So now you can see all are all the body main leg members are segmented. We can also check the dimension by going to utilities, click this node tools, node to node distance. You can measure here. So meanwhile we can press shift E in keyboard so that the start and end point can be hidden. And now you can measure this. So it is nearly 2 meter, 20033, 2033. Because of this tapering of this member, it is showing like this. So that division of this body main leg is completed. Now we are going to add this cross bracing and tie members for body level. So now to hide this, to remove this distance, again go to utility, node tool, remove node to node distance. Now we need to draw the cross bracings. Shift B so that we can hide the beam number which is not required. And go to geometry, add beam. So you can see in the at the 3 meter there are horizontal tie. So we can do that first. Also in a 2.5 meter also it is tie for hip bracing. So we can do that also. And the next one is diagonal bracing. So we need to draw that. First we can draw in one side. Every alternative node we need to connect to other side. So by visualizing in 3D, it may be look like different. Simple, we need to do this cross bracing by connecting the alternative node in opposite side so that X or V shape will come like this. So now we can count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 panel bracings are there. You can also see in the right hand side picture there is also a 7 number of diagonal bracing. So now we had created one direction, that is a V bracing. Now this V bracing to be converted into X bracing by using a mirror command. So let we see that. Before going to see that, we just made a possible addition of these members. So for that we select this 4 members at each segment from 3.5 3 meter and 2.5 meter, and we are going to divide this into 2 members by clicking the geometry insert node, and in this case we need to click this add midpoint. We are going to add a cross bracing for the hip bracing or tie bracings. Add member. So this we can do manually or by applying the mirror command. So let we draw in one direction so that it can be copy paste to other direction, opposite direction. So similar like this side also we can draw cross bracings. So we need to draw it in alternative node to be connected. So we can view this now. Yes, all the bracings, cross bracings are drawn. Even in other side also all the bracings are drawn. So now for us we need to do the copy paste or mirror. We need to select this. So after selecting this no need to select. So only cross bracing only need to select because we had already done this horizontal tie member in all the 4 direction. So no need to do this again the mirror image. Go to geometry, click this icon which is showing a mirror here in the left hand side. Mirror, click this. So here you can see there are various things we need to enter as input. So for plane of position we need to add a node. So for that what we can do is we can add here a node which is a center line of this tower. So select this two member and go to geometry. In that there is a icon called intersecting beams. You can see in the menu, go to geometry and here in the third set of icon intersecting beams, click this and click this intersect selected beams, and the tolerance let it be by default, click 0. So you can see node number 78 is created here. So this is our center line tower which is required to draw all the bracings with using the mirror command. So that could be very easy for us to draw. Now we need to select the bracing member. So now this, after selecting this bracing member, go to geometry. Here in the left hand side you can see the mirror, click that. In that we need to select Y to Z because this is in a Z direction. This rotation will happen in Z direction with respect to vertical Y. So that is a mean for that. Now click this point and you can directly enter the node number here which is a center line node which we had created here, or else you can directly pick this node so that the number will come here and select here copy and click OK. Now you can see this side also the member is drawn. Now we need to deselect this two member. So select all the cross bracing. For that go to view. So here you can see one side of X bracing is created, but in our right hand side picture you can see there are two sides, that is a X bracing to be drawn. So we know that the bottom two panels used to have only V bracing which are connecting to the hip bracing. You can see here it is already mirrored to opposite side. Now this one side X arm we are going to do it for X bracing. So for that go to geometry, click this mirror icon again. So in this what we have to do is now this is going to rotate in XY direction. So you can see this one is going to, this is a Y direction, this is going to rotate in XY direction. So click this XY direction. Again this node number is 78 or you can pick from the model window. Click OK. So now you can see the X is drawn. You can also view through this point. So X bracing has done. So similar like we need to do it for this side also. So here we already drawn this. Select those diagonal bracing alone. Go to 3D view and click geometry, mirror. So here X, Y. Again the peak point is 78 node. Click OK. So you can see here the cross bracing is drawn in opposite direction, mirrored to opposite direction. Again view 3D. So here we need to deselect this. So again here geometry, mirror. So here Y and Z, node panel is 78. Click OK. So now you can view in longitudinal direction also. So now all are in X. So now we have drawn the body. We need to draw the hip bracing now. So for that you can select only this two level of hip bracing and click this viewpoint, select objects, selected objects, and keep this in 3D view. Draw this diagonal bracing for this or hip bracing. So hip bracing is done. Come to our original entire display hole model. So next we are going to do bracing for gauge level. So here select this 4 members, that is 2 members in each direction, and click geometry. Click this icon intersecting beams, intersect selected beams, click OK. And click here. Again you can find the start and end point of the node, shift E. So here these two members we need to check. Yes, all the members are in same position. So we need to divide these 4 members as per the right hand side picture. So select this, go to geometry, click insert node. Similar like which we did, the distance is 1.905. You can see in the right hand side picture. OK. Again select from here these 4 members. Go to geometry, insert node. Here the dimension is 1.5 meter. So remaining 1.095 is already segmented. So now we need to draw the bracing member. So if you shift E, it is showing like this. And again this member also we need to do like we need to add insert node. So for that weave this in transverse direction and select those members. So select this and we can split this into 3 equal parts. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Click OK. View this. So nodes are created now. Now we are going to add the bracing member. Also this member also to be divided into 2 parts. So select this and geometry, insert node, add midpoint, click OK. Now we can add in one view so that it can be mirrored to other views. Geometry, add node. So from here, draw here. So similar like we can do for other side also. So now we are going to do this mirror to opposite side. So go to geometry, click mirror. So this is going to rotate in Z. So Y is Z. Node point on plane is same. So we already decided that node number 78 is a center line, and copy, click OK. Now you can see here. So this gauge bracing of transverse side we have done. Now we need to do it for longitudinal side. So select the view. So after creating this viewpoint for this longitudinal direction, gauge, go to geometry, click add beam, draw beam. So totally there are 6 set of bracings. You can see in the right hand side picture. So 6 in this direction is created. Now we are going to do mirror. So here again the center line node point is 78, which we are knowing that. So now this is to be rotate in X direction. Z direction, Y Z, so that it will look like X. So you can see here. So similar like we need to copy this for other side. Go to geometry, click mirror. Here this should be XY, nodal point 78, copy and move. Now this bracing we can see it in view, display whole structure. So you can see here. So we know that there is X bracing is having 6 set of member. So 6 into 2 it is 12. So other side it should be 12 plus 12, it is a 24. By selecting all this and press delete in your keyboard, it will show the total number of beams 24. So this is a shortcut method to check whether all the members are drawn, the record numbers. So click cancel so that the member should not be deleted. So now the gauge members are created. Next we are going to do bracing for cross arms, boom in this horizontal configuration, we should call it as boom. Here this gauge bracing is missing, so that we will create that before going to create for bracing member in boom. Select this. So this is also to be created similar like other side, and doing this mirror. Go to geometry, add beam. So likewise we can do it for all the other 4 direction instead of doing mirror, so that will take more understanding. So we had created the bracing member for the same. Now let we will create the bracing for this boom. Select. Now divide this into 2, all these 4 member into 2. Go to geometry, insert node, add midpoint, so that this is a midpoint of boom. View 3D, geometry, add beam. So where the mid face of conductor is going to connected here. We can draw this first. Now we can double click this to understand the length. Go to property, you can see it is a 3 meter. So this all the 4 we can select, all the 8 we can select, and we can add the node, equal node, as you can see in the right hand side picture. Of 1 meter. So there are 3, so 3 minus 1 it is 2. Now we need to add bracing. So similar pattern we used to do it, like adding bracing in one side, and after that we need to do mirror for other side. So likewise we need to do it. After drawing this diagonal bracing in one side, we can go for geometry, copy a mirror, and here X, Y node again is 78. It should be YZ node 78. Pick this, copy, click OK. Now you can see the bracing is copied to other direction also. So similar like we need to do it for this portion also. Then view, select this top and bottom. Now we need to draw it and do the mirror. Geometry, add beam. So now the cross patching for the bottom card is done. So similar like we can do it for a top also by selecting the option view, select the top card view. So here we can draw this in X. So by using all our previous method, we had done the bracings for boom also. So now the only remaining is we need to create bracing member for the peak. So select the peak members. So as you see in the right hand side picture, the peak is also divided into 3 equal parts. So select all the nodes, geometry, insert node, add endpoints 2. We are dividing this into three equal part. So now you can draw the bracing like as we did earlier, applying the drawing in one side and applying the mirror command in all the side. For doing mirror, we used to have some confusion which axis we need to select. So once after drawn this one side bracing and selecting this bracing member which is to be done as a mirror. So what you need to do is to click this geometry, and before that click this view and keep this bracing view to your direction, and so that you can see this left hand side bottom global axis view. You can see the x is hidden, only the y and z is showing. So we need to select this plane is in the geometry mirror y and z. You can see that z line is showing and y line is showing in the global coordinates. So the same we need to match it here, y and z. And other thing remains same, like we need to pick this icon and type the node number 78 which we are defined already and click OK. Now you can see in the 3D view for other side. So similar like we need to do it for this direction peak also. Now we had created all the bracings in peak also. So view, entire model is shown here. So that's all about creating the bracing and tie members of this 400 kV single circuit horizontal configuration. With this we will see in stage 3 video. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Look at description for more related video. Subscribe to this channel for more updates. Thank you.